Hi, I'm Pramod Kumar and I'm going to teach you automobile engineering. This is the lecture number one and it is introduction to the vehicle structure. The syllabus for the unit one is vehicle construction, chassis and body, design, specification, engine types, construction, location of engine, cylinder, arrangement like this. So we are going to learn about all those things in unit one. So first we start with the vehicle construction. The objective of the lecture will be the introduction to the vehicle structure, the main function of a frame in a motor vehicle, the types of frame according to their construction, the full body frame. So the vehicle frame, also historically known as its chassis, is the main supporting structure of a motor vehicle to which all other components are attached, comparable to the skeleton of organism. Until the 1930s, virtually every car had a structural frame separated from its body. This construction design is known as body on frame. By the 1960s, unibody construction in passenger car had become common, and the trend to an unibody of the passenger car continued over the ensuing decades. Nearly all trucks, buses, and most pickup continues to use a separate frame as their chassis. So initially the whole body was on the body and vehicle body and body vehicle body and a structure, that means chassis has been separate, but later it was made in one frame, and that will be discussed in the coming slides. The main function of a frame in a motor vehicle are to support the vehicle mechanical component and body. So on the body, the frame on which the whole body is kept on is the main body, but that frame basically just houses all those car components like engine, passenger seats, and all steering and all everything has been housed into the car body, and all those occupying things uh, like AC and radio in these times used to house in the motor vehicle is, is 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 in the car body, so that deals with the static and dynamic load without undue deflection or distortion. So when we have to frame a body, then we have to do some analysis like a static and dynamic load analysis, under which there will be is there is deflection or distortion in the body. So all those body and the frame should be deflection or distortion free, so that we can have the good body, and we can have the body without any destruction or any damages. These include weight of the body, passenger and cargo load. So we have to consider all those things for which we have to design that vehicle. That means the passengers, number of passengers it may carry, a number of loads it may carry, and of course the body of the vehicle. So we have to include all those things, including the body of vehicle as well as passenger and cargo loads. So vertical and torsional twisting transmitted by the going over uneven surfaces, it has to be taken into account how uneven surfaces will just have impact have on the body. So we have to take all those forces and the distortion and the vibrations taken in our account. Transverse lateral forces caused by the road conditions, side wind, and steering the vehicle, all those things is to be taken are also to be taken into account. Torque from the engine and transmission, longitudinal tensile forces from the starting and acceleration, as well as compression from the braking, and sudden impact from collision is to be taken into account. So these are the types of construction frame according to the construction: ladder type frame, X type frame, offset with cross member frame, and perimeter frame. So let's discuss about the different frames. The first frame is the frame rails. Typically, the material used to construct vehicle chassis and frame is carbon steel or aluminum alloy to achieve a more lightweight construction. In the case of separate chassis, the frame is made up of a structural element called as rail or beams. These are ordinarily made of steel channel section made by folding, rolling, or pressing steel plate. There are three main designs of these. If the material is loaded twice and open-ended, a cross section, either a C section or hat section, U-shaped results. So boxed frame contains chassis rails that are closed either by somehow welding them up or by using pre-manufactured metal tubing. So we come to the C-shape frame. So by the far most, the C-channel frame rail has been used on nearly every type of vehicle at one time or another. It is made by taking a flat piece of steel, using it usually ranging in thickness from 1 by 8th inch to 3 by 16th inch, but up to the half inch or more in some heavy duty trucks, and rolling both sides over to the frame and a C-shaped running the length of the vehicle. Hat frame resembles to a U and either maybe the right side up or inverted with the open area facing down. They are not commonly used due to the weakness and propensity to rust. However, they can be found on 1936 to 1954 Chevrolet car and uh, some Studebaker backers. So high performance custom frame usually using box trail and tube sections abandoned for a while. The hat frame regained popularity when companies started welding it to the bottom of unibody cars, effectively creating a box frame. A boxed frame is originally boxed frame are made up of welding two matched C rails together to form a rectangular tube. Modern technique, however, uses a process similar to making C rails in that a piece of steel is bent into four sides and then welded where both ends meet. In the 1960s, the box frame of conventional American car were spot welded in multiple places down the seam. When turned into the NASCAR stock car race, box was continuously welded from end to end for extra strength. So these are the design features. So while appearing at the first glance, the simple made of a metal frame and encounters a great amount of stress are built accordingly. So as looks, right, quality, and handling becomes more important to consumers, new shapes were incorporated into the frames. Another features are tapered doing back narrow vertically or horizontally in front of vehicle cabin. This is mainly done due to the trucks to save weight and slightly increase room for the engine, since the front of the vehicle does not bear as much of load as the back. On perimeter rails, the area where the rails connect from center to center compared to the regular frame, so the section is boxed in. So full body frame, ladder frame is the figure which is shown below, is with a diagonal cross bracing and lighting holes. The name of the resembles to a ladder. The ladder frame is one of the oldest, simplest, and most frequent used body separate chassis frame design. It consists of two symmetrical beam rails or channels running the length of the vehicle, connected by several transverse cross members. Originally seen on the almost all the vehicles, and ladder frames are gradually phased out on the car in favor of a perimeter and frames ununitized body construction is mainly used in car. So backbone tube is chassis is a type of automobile construction with a chassis that is similar to the body on frame, and the figure of that is given over here. So Xframe is designed for the full-sized American model of General Motors in the late 90s. The Xframe model claimed to improve on a previous design. It is lacked a slide rail and thus did not provide adequate side impact and collision protection. This design is replaced by the perimeter frame. So these are the perimeter frames similar to the ladder frame, but the middle section of the frame rails seats hotwire on the front and rear rails. Platform frame is a modification of perimeter frame on a backbone frame, in which the passenger compartment, roof, floors, and sometimes also the luggage compartments floors have been integrated into the frames as load-bearing parts. The space frame is the space frames chassis. In the space frame chassis, suspension, engine, and body panels are attached to a three-dimensional a skeletal frame of tubes, and the body panels have limited to no structural function to maximize rigidity and minimize weight. The design frequently made maximum use of triangles. So the term unibody and unit body are short of unitized body, unitary construction, or ultimately integrated body and frame chassis. It is defined as in this case, which is shown in over here. Subframe is a distinct structural frame component or reinforcer component. A particular section of vehicle is the structure. Typical structure of unibody is a molecule. The rigid frame can handle great force of engine and drive strain and can transfer them evenly to a wide area of relatively thin sheet metal of unitized body shell. So these are the different car body types. So the car body is basically a broad subject to deal with the names given also vary from country to country. The names are given depending upon upon design, utility, technique, technology, and customization. So in this we are, I mean this with the name they used in India. Some of the important car body styles are mentioned below: hatchback, sedan, SUV, coupe, convertible, wagon, jeep, and van and jeep. So we will discuss all those things in the coming slides. So hatchback, small cars with four doors and a boot and two tiki doors are classified under hatchback. Four passengers, a small boot space for putting one or two bags. For example, the boot space of new Hyundai i10 is more from the first generation i10. Some of the examples of a hatchback are Maruti Suzuki 800, Alto, Hyundai i10, i20, Fiat Grande, Punto, Tata Indica, Tata Vista, and so on. Tata Nano and Mahindra Reva electric are classified under hatchback. So uh, in the sedan is another type of car designed to be comfortable sitting with the five passengers. Sedan comes with a larger trunk size. If this is the trunk size, which can be used for carrying a larger amount of luggage. The feature of sedan include overall dimension, length, width, and height, and wheelbase. Many times, existing hatchback car design itself be used for sedan with the boot space extended. So some of the examples of sedan are Indigo C, Indigo ECS, Indigo Manja, Swift Desire, Mahindra Verito, Ford Vista, Hyundai Verna, Renault, Honda Amaze, CT, Civic, Accord, and all those cars. So MUV and SUV. Though the MUV, multi-utility vehicle, and SUV, sport utility vehicle, are having similarities, and the two are significantly different. MUV vehicles are designed to create utility, therefore, the flexibility sitting ranging from the 7, 8, 9, and 10, so on. The body is built on chassis frame and can carry a larger amount of luggage. Generally, there is compromise and comfort feature on MUV versus SUV. Best example MUV would be the Mahindra Bolero or Tata Sumo. Force motors and tracks. SUV are vehicles designed to use in all road conditions, ranging from a highway to the cross-country roads. In these types, importance is given to all factors, including usage of advanced technology for engine, gearbox, and good technology and suspension, and so on. The main point about the SUV is importance given to the fits and finish, both interior and exterior quality. So that means such vehicles are Mahindra Bolero, Jailo, Tata Sumo, Ford Trucks, Toyota Innova, and MUV only, and that comes under MUV only. However, Scorpio XUV 500, Tata Safari, some classified under SUV because of the design and ability to use in the older vehicle. Tata, even Skoda Yeti comes under SUV. Vehicle like Toyota Fortuner, Honda CRV, Mitsubishi Outlander, Monterio, Ford Endeavour, BMW X1, and Audi X. Q series are all classified as SUV but belongs to high price category. So coupe is the name given to the sedan car with the cars body. The two doors are a bit larger, and through rear seat is available in some model. One can go to the inside through sliding of front seats. Here main importance is given to styling, luxury, and image. Coupe design is used mostly in European countries and in India through available. The number of people that prefer this type is very less. Example of are Aston Martin V8, Vintage Coupe, Audi R5 Coupe, and also. So wagon is another type of vehicle with a good combination of hatchback and sedan. These models have advantage of larger space behind the second row. It can be either used for the luggage or for putting additional seat as required. Dimensions are larger than the hatchback in terms of width and height. Some of the examples: Wagon, Type R, Maruti Suzuki Wagon R, Mahindra Quanto, Tata Indigo, Merina, old models like Tata Estate and all. Even Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, Nissan Evalia can be classified as Wagon R. The size varies from category and is similar. So van is the name given to the cars which mainly perspective of flexibility in utility and interior space. It has options of varying number of seats and hence luggage space. Best example are Maruti Suzuki Omino. Eco. There is difference in the vehicle, particularly van used purely for commercial purpose or for the one of the used for passenger purposes. Example of commercial uses are Tata Ace, Tata Ventures, etc. So pickup van is terms used for the MUV with separate space for luggage. Best example of Tata Jano XT. It has combination design of MUV and that of a commercial pickup vehicle. There could be a spacious interior for the comfortable sitting of 5 passengers and separate luggage space available behind the passenger cabin. The dimension of vehicle could be larger and body is built on chassis frame so that the load carry capacity can be considered large. Generally, it could be around 800 kilograms. So GP is a particular type of vehicle similar to that of MUV, but there is option for hard top or soft top. Most famous in India is Mahindra Thar. In current scenario, Maruti Suzuki Gypsy, Mahindra Jeep. This type of vehicle has a good combination of utility like that of a sports car and cost like that of MUV, and hence can be suitable for one of the cross-country uses and taking out of adventure in driving. So these are different car body design. In the convertible car are the car whose roof line can be removed or refitted as required. Generally, it is available in high-end luxury vehicle. Electromechanical devices are used for a step-by-step folding of the roof line like this. So this vehicle can be converted into its open car or it's a closed car. So in India, there are quite a number of convertible car available, and till date, it is most demanded designed for the customer looking for the modification in their car. Some of the example of the convertible cars are Mercedes SL class and Mini Cooper convertible. The main objective of presentation convertible. So there is one convertible. Okay, fine. So main objective of the main objective presentation is introduced in the world of automobile. Its main feature in construction. Objective of this lecture was to focus on the car body style used in Indian scenario. As mentioned, the name vary in different countries. The reason manufacturer do give new names for a car body style in order to get the advantage of newness of terms. Like for example, Maruti Suzuki Ertiga is mentioned in LUV, light utility vehicle, Mahindra XUV 500 as XUV extra utility vehicle, so on. So these are the questions. You can track these questions, and these are the textbooks and reference books for the automobile engineering. Thank you so much.